by our nature, we're voyeurs, and sociologists are voyeurs too. We're always trying to get at and understand human social behavior in the context of a social group. And I think, it's much more appropriate in terms of the conventional wisdom when to get information in that regard from overhearing the conversation as opposed to asking people about their personal life. This is a problem doing sociological research by way of sexual behavior, sexual boundaries, which is research that is constantly done. I mean, how do you ask somebody in an interview or in a questionnaire, what they like to do sexually and in what context and how often?
Name, age, and occupation.
My name is Justin Naki. I am 22 years old and a student here at BGSU, Fire Islands.
Okay. Define social norms.
Social norms. I'm just going to go with something, let's say behaviors and actions accepted by a mass amount of people. Go with that.
All right. How often do you have sex?
Oh man, that's a pretty interesting question there, Travis. I was going to give it to you, but I don't know how many people want to know that. Do you really want me to answer that question?
What separates private life from public life?
I don't know. With that question right there, nothing apparently. We're taping this with another person in there, and you ask that question, and then you gotta wonder, like, what's that guy thinking? What is this guy like taping for? You know what I mean? That's awesome.
Private life from public life? Well, I don't know. I don't think there is much separation anymore. I think there probably was more of it at one time, but at this point, in the world we live in, everything's public. There's nothing off limits.
Okay. How often do you have sex?
Well, it's an odd question. I don't know. Do I have to answer that?
How often do you have sex?
How often?
How often do you have sex?
Enough to keep me smiling.
How often do you have sex?
No comments.
When I'm offended and I'm not going to answer that question, it's a tough question to get at, and these sort of dynamics are one of the things that makes sociological research so difficult. When we have the opportunity just to observe behavior, we really are getting the true nature of what is going on by way of social interaction.
Hello. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? You're what? You're pregnant? Are you kidding me? Yeah, it's not mine. I guarantee that. Are you kidding me? Oh bullshit! You didn't just sleep with just me. Well, I'm definitely not marrying. I'm not getting married. That's for sure. And I'll definitely ask for a maternity test. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna hang up. It's too much for me to handle. I'm gonna hang up. I'll talk to you later. Bye. We're doing a video project, and I was on the phone having an inappropriate conversation about a baby and everything, about being pregnant. Did you hear any of that? No. You didn't hear any of it? Okay.
When we go to people and start asking them questions, when we have a clipboard, when we give them a survey, the first response is, well, who the hell wants to know? And who wants to know this? And how's this information going to be used? So once people know that they're being observed, once people realize that there's somebody who is looking at them and wanting to analyze them in some way, you get a real problem with, are they responding correctly? Are they responding truthfully? Are they changing their behavior in some way to alter your perception for whatever reason?
They heard, definitely. They were whispering to each other. Oh, go ahead, man. Were they? Yeah, they were whispering, flat out loud.
Normative behavior focuses on, corresponding with the status quo. And, the idea, though, that you have these cultural deviants in every society that always question the status quo and sort of push the envelope in terms of what is normative behavior, that they sort of are the dynamics at work that help to change what is defined as appropriate. Absolute fundamental tenet of sociology as a discipline focuses on the fact that we are all social beings. We don't and can't live in isolation from other people, and that social forces, the world around us, the community that we live in, the family that we grow up with, the occupation that we have, ascribed statuses that were given at birth, gender, race, ethnicity, in many ways social class and socioeconomic status. Social norms, the complexity, the nuance, the relativity of this social phenomenon is way too complex to summarize in a 10-second soundbite that's going to find its way on an evening newscast and make the rounds on the talk show circuit. This is how we define news today. This is how we make news today. And headline news, CNN, the world in 22 minutes. How the hell can you begin to fathom imagining the complexity of global reality? It's too complex to put in a soundbite. I mean, I can't fit it on a bumper sticker. I don't want to fit it on a bumper sticker.
Social norms are rules. Rules that can guide our views and even persuade us how to live. It tells us how to act and blurs the rights from wrongs. We perceive normal from what those before us has done. We're instilled with these norms as if they were set in stone. People don't realize is that stones can be broken and then remolded into a stone again. Normal should be how we perceive it, not how others do. We should be able to mold our stone without being seen as unusual. Maybe those that break social norms are the sane ones, because the crazy ones are those who do the same thing day in and day out. They are the ones who are being told what they should be doing. They are the ones trapped doing circles inside of a box. They are living life committed to being just like everyone else. They are truly becoming socially institutionalized.